I just want to say three things today that this means to all of us. One is, all of Cornell athletics are doing better than they were doing a decade or two ago. That has an amazing impact on the atmosphere at the university, in my judgment, and among the athletes. And Crew is a benefactor of that. We're doing better too, but Crew is a benefactor of this general increase in the success of Cornell teams, and I thank Andy and all your guys, and Susan, I know you've got your hand in that, but it means a lot to all athletes. Secondly, insofar as the crews go themselves, I mean, you have to have the assets that allow you to do what you have to do. And I think this boathouse is going to be a wonderful addition to that. It's only a step in history, and Phil will fill in some history, but it's really important, and it's been a long time coming, and everybody here has had an impact on it. And we should all just be really happy today, because this is the culmination of it all. Thirdly, we have all the assets we need, but you don't have crews if you don't have good coaching. And my main thought this morning, and always is that we are so fortunate right now, is that we have a coaching staff of really superb people. I mean, not only coaches, but people, and getting things done and making boats go faster. And so, as I tell Todd and Hillary and Chris and others, I mean, all we ask is that you turn out first-class citizens and fast boats. We leave the details to them. But I do think they do that. I mean, I think rowing turns out good citizens. And I think those are the two products we want. And I think those are the ones we'll get. So I just want to say, Mike, thank you and your crew for this new boat. I'm going to be taking pictures from the shore today. I hope you get a foreman.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing, we just spent a lot of time trying to get this done, and when you're rowing the two-seat, see, Phil rowed in the stroke. He's always busy and everyone's looking at him. Back there, in the two-seats, you got a lot of time to think. And so I thought maybe it would be a good idea to have, the guy that was really the driving power in the Spirit of 57, which was a terrific crew. Phil.
Good morning. It was on a similar Saturday reunion morning in 1957 when we stood in this very place, and John Lyon Collier, then the chairman of Goodyear, troweled the first mortar around that cornerstone that you see over there. It was the start of the Collier Boathouse. We had spent our 4 years in a wooden structure that had served Cornell well for some 40 or 50 years before that. It looked a lot like a red barn. It had 2 bays, and it housed about 12 pocock shells. Not much to brag about in terms of the shower room or the lockers, but they were adequate, and they, under the leadership of one Stork Sanford, produced a whole lot of champion crews. I have to believe that ceremony that day affected us greatly, as our all-senior, up to then undefeated crew went forward from that day to, within the next month, winning our 4th consecutive IRAs on Henley, and won the Grand Challenge Cup there in record time, and then on to Lucerne, Switzerland, and won the European International. The Collier Boathouse has been the home base, the grounds from which many trophies and championships have emerged Many challenges have been met, and many life-changing experiences have occurred over the last 54 years. As Yogi would say, it's deja vu all over again. And today we will see the Collier Boathouse live on, but now merged with an equally good ladies' facility, a year-round training facility, room for small boats, and storage for barges that will indeed be the envy of, I think, most of our competitors. And as Todd has already pointed out, I hope it is the final decision-making edifice for lots and lots of recruits that otherwise might not have ended up rowing for Cornell. I'm deeply glad to be here today to help dedicate this new combined edifice, and I know that it's just the start of even bigger and better things for Cornell Rowing. Thank you very, very much.
I think we're going to unveil the moment now for the cornerstone. I did want to say one thing, that when I first started working on this thing, I sat down with a guy who, Don Spiro, is here today, and he said, well, whatever you do, end up with something that people want to row out of. And I got a hold of him first thing this morning and demanded that he make a decision on whether we'd achieve that or not. But I think the answer is in what Todd said about the recruit that he had here yesterday. So we're really tickled pink. So I guess we're going to do this, and Todd, we're going to hand it to you. I mean, talk about pressure. You stand right here, and okay. The new, get that thing off. The new boathouse. Thank you very much, everybody.